Today we're eating and drinking our way through Harlem, a neighborhood equally known for its culture and cuisine. We'll be guided by a local who knows all the hidden gems. We'll show you why Harlem is a can't-miss destination. Larry, we're starting at Ginjan Cafe, and from the outside it just looks like your ordinary cafe, but that couldn't be further from the truth, right?
Yeah, this is a local favorite. A lot of people come here to do some work, but they got excellent food here. They got great African teas, great African cuisine, sandwiches, wraps, bowls, soups, and so forth. And this is also a place where I start my walking tours in Harlem. I think we should check it out.
Let's do it.
Okay.
We started the company back in 2015, and the whole idea behind it is to make food and beverage products that are based on traditional African recipes. A lot of ingredients come from the continent, but no products or brands have been built around celebrating the people, the culture of the continent. We have unique bowls and salads and wraps and snacks that are all inspired by dishes that we grew up on. Superstar on that is probably the jollof rice. Rice cooked in a rich tomato stew, fried plantains, roasted veggies, root vegetables, potatoes, carrots, sweet potatoes actually, julienne, cabbage and carrots tossed in a little bit of a vinaigrette. The chicken is actually cooked in the stew itself, chutney on top.
What do you think?
This is a meal right here, man.
It's supposed to be a snack for us to start.
I like the spices, how they combine in here.
I like how the chicken you said is also cooked right in the stew as well. It's so juicy and moist. I've not had enough West African food in my life. I need to change that. I don't know, Larry, should we just cancel the rest of the video and eat here?
we can make you your own.
We can do the whole buffet here.
There's a version of it in every country you go to. We actually have moms, if you will, right? Pair them up with our chef, but we started with mom's recipes and sort of played around with it.
Do you have a lot of people that come in here and say this reminds them of home?
Oh, all the time. It's like the best compliment you can pay.
So I'm going to recommend my guests to get this. I always tell them to get the drink, but now I'm going to tell them to get the meal.
Cassava fries. Cassava, we boil, deep fry them, and we garnish it with cilantro, parsley, some fresh onions, salt and pepper, and some lemon juice, and toss it all up.
Oh, it's not your ordinary fry. No, that's good stuff. Let me try it with the ketchup.
Definitely never had fries like this before.
Yeah?
No, never.
I have friends that I went to college with that I brought here in 2010. You know, the plan was to come get fancy degrees and get fancy jobs, lawyers, engineers, you know. But I would not trade the last 10 years of doing this with anything.
If you want to explore West African cuisine, but not feel like you have to order a ton of things, just keep it simple, this is where I would go. Larry, this is a great start. This is hidden gem for sure.
Yes, I agree. Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate it.
This is like stepping back in time, you're right.
In the 1990s, this train station fell into disrepair. Then in 1999, they renovated the train station to make it look like its glorious past back in 1957. They did a good job.
Oh, we got one more little surprise.
I usually show people we center ourselves right here in the middle.
Okay.
And look straight down 125th Street. The yellow line goes all the way down about 8 blocks. On the right of the building, there's another building with a sign sticking out like this, the world's famous Apollo Theater. This is the picture that people think about when they think about Harlem.
Metro North, 125th.
It's the best free view is this one.
We've agreed this is the best free view of Harlem.
Yes. So you could tell if somebody's from Harlem by what street name they choose to use. So 125th Street is Martin Luther King Boulevard. But if you come to Harlem and say, I'm looking for so-and-so at Martin Luther King Boulevard, people know right away you're not from Harlem, right? Because we still say 125th. And if you're really cool, you won't say 125th, you'll say 25th.
There's a lot of famous soul food in Harlem. Yes. We're at Jacob Restaurant. This is a buffet. I've never heard of this. Why is this your locals pick?
I like Jacob's because this is where the local people go to eat soul food. Every time I come here, it's an open buffet, you pay by the pound. Usually my plate comes out to $8 and less.
That's pretty cheap.
That's pretty cheap, and the food is delicious, as you will see. And I usually walk around this way.
There's like a whole buffet strategy.
Yes, it is a strategy, right? You got the lasagna, you got the rice and beans, you got this.
Sweet candied yams, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now we're talking. You think it's a good choice?
Yeah, it looks nice. Look at the color on that.
Looks good.
Yeah. And I could hear the crunch.
This is the lone healthy thing we're getting. A single sliced avocado.
Yes, yes.
It's like having a Diet Coke with this. So when the restaurant's full and it's 40 degrees outside, we sit outside. Oh, that smell hit me right away.
Start with the cold potato salad. Oh yeah, this is soul food, it's comfort food.
Yeah.
And this is making me feel really good right now.
I'm actually curious about this fried chicken here.
Oh, I hear the crunchiness.
Crispy. I like it. How important is soul food to the culture of Harlem?
Soul food is everything because during the Great Migration, when millions of people from the South came to the North, migrated to the North, most of the households, they make soul food, especially when they have a family gathering. The first question is, who made the potato salad? Right? Right now, anybody can just come in anybody's kitchen and make something. You got to know what you're doing. That's why people love Jacob's. You're eating food that reminds you of family gathering.
I want to know who made these candied yams. They're fantastic.
Wow, yeah. In the summertime, this outdoor area is pretty packed.
Yeah.
You see the diversity of Harlem.
Has this street changed a lot in the last, 10, 20 years?
You used to have more mom and pop shops, but now you have a little bigger brands. You can't talk about Harlem without talking about Langston Hughes. He wrote about Lenox Avenue.
Yeah.
Lenox Avenue is like one of the most famous avenues in Harlem.
I don't know what I'm enjoying more about this, the fried chicken or the mac and cheese. It's on another level here.
Oh my goodness.
You picked a winner there.
That barbecue sauce is kicking.
I think this is actually a really cool spot for a casual lunch or dinner. You don't have the time to go to one of the famous sit-down joints. Come over here. I could see myself spending way too much money here. I think if I came on an empty stomach, it'd be bad. It'd be 2 to 3 pounds of food.
Eat with your eyes.
I eat with my eyes. If it was all you can eat, oof, I'd be here all day. It wouldn't be pretty. Larry, I think that Harlem gets certain negative stereotypes about it as far as being dangerous.
Yes.
Can you set the record straight with that for a tourist who may want to visit here?
It was a little rough growing up in Harlem in the 60s and 70s. But now Harlem has changed. Harlem has gentrified a lot, and from the 1990s to current times, all the places in Harlem to me are the same. They're not dangerous at all. Harlem reminds me of any other block or neighborhood in New York City. It's more safe than it ever was when I was growing up. So to me, there's a big difference. People come to Harlem with preconceived ideas, but after they finish my tour, they see that Harlem is nothing like they expected it to be. And then they can form their own opinion, their own ideas.
I think it is important to come form your own opinions, to
come up here yourself.
Eat at the restaurants, meet some of the people.
Yes, the local people.
You told me about this spot last night. Yeah. You just discovered this cafe, and we're sticking to this hidden gems in Harlem theme. Why Ourtbox?
As I was doing my tour, she gave me a card, and she said, "I'm new, won't you come check me out?" I had some free time yesterday. Pleasantly surprised. She makes a great banana pudding.
Someone mentioned it as they walked out. They said, "Enjoy the banana pudding." Yeah. I think that's what we're gonna do.
Good afternoon.
We opened September 16th. 2022. Growing up in Harlem, I remember seeing a lot of small mom and pop shops. I worked as a letter carrier in Harlem, and I remember delivering mail to some of these small businesses and always wishing and hoping that I could one day own a small business in my community. Ourtbox Cafe is a small Black woman-owned coffee cafe in Harlem that also serves as an event studio. This was once the studio of Mr. Alexander Gumby, first African-American male that came out as a gay Black male, and he used this as a scrapbooking museum for all of his work. And that is where the name derived from, Ourtbox, spelled O-U-R for hour, and I added the T, the pronunciation became Ourtbox.
What would you say you're most well known for?
Our famous banana pudding and also our carrot cake, which you'll be tasting today. You will get all of my ingredients, and I have to make it fresh every day. But when we sell out, we sell out. Can't make banana pudding without vanilla wafers and some Chiquita bananas. This is a family recipe, and that's why I had to make the pudding before you guys got here so that it can settle. So you guys saved the best for last. So right now we're cutting up a Chiquita banana to go on top of our vanilla wafers, and then we'll be adding another layer of pudding and another layer of wafers on the top. And this recipe is a vegan banana pudding, which is very important, especially with people that have specific dietary needs. Are you guys ready to take a taste?
Oh, yes. You told me that banana pudding is very connected to soul food as well, right?
Yes, because the banana itself is a fruit from Africa.
And the other interesting thing, this is vegan. I don't know if I've ever featured a vegan dessert on the channel in 7 years, so we're gonna go with this. Let's try it. Now it's like I can't believe it's not butter. I can't believe that this is vegan. I can't believe it. This is so good.
It brings back memories. Yeah, I used to eat these cookies. We used to like sneak them in the middle of the night. But my grandmother made banana pudding. That was a treat. And that's what soul food is all about, right? It's connecting your emotions to the memories.
I love these vanilla wafers on top, just nice and crunchy. And the banana pudding super, super creamy. Look, another layer. This would be good to share with somebody, and you can get plenty of coffee as well.
You know, I've had like 10 spoonfuls, but it seems like I'm not making progress here.
I'm kind of with you there. This is the never-ending bottomless banana pudding.
A bottomless banana pudding. Yeah.
That's a good idea for dessert.
I like that.
You just keep eating. Oh, this is too much.
Oh,
Thank you.
I was thinking about it since yesterday. I could include this. It's off the beaten path.
We're gonna take a big nap after today, but we're trying the carrot cake and paired with the coffee.
And you're not gonna believe why I have to leave an acupuncture appointment.
Acupuncture? But you were gonna say you have a physical and they're gonna do like a blood pressure check.
No for the acupuncture.
Oh yeah, oh even better. See, I put the to-go plate backwards because we never take anything to go because we always finish everything. But I finally admitted defeat here. I don't even know what to-go means.
A few minutes before you came in, we had some people from the community that came in, the homeless community. They know that they can come here sometimes. You know, I feel that they should be included as well. It's about helping one another and seeing where people need help at the areas and inviting them and including them so that they know that they're not excluded in whatever we have going on.
Now, if you've enjoyed Larry as a co-host, imagine him leading a tour of Harlem for you. He has one of the highest rated tours on all of Airbnb. Larry, tell him about your tour.
A Soul of Harlem walking tour. It's a 2.5-hour tour. Harlem's history, Harlem Renaissance, the major players in Harlem. You are here, walkingtours.com.
Take his tour. You won't regret it if you're visiting the city. All right, Larry, I've actually been here before. Harlem Hops, first black-owned craft beer bar in Harlem.
That's right.
Why do you like it so much?
Because they got 16 distinct craft beers. They do a lot of work for the community, and they got bar food.
You're still thinking of food at this point?
I really want something to drink at this point.
I want something to drink too.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
It opened about 5 years ago. The owners, Kim, Stacy, and Kevin, are all HBCU grads, and they wanted to have a place where the locals can come and drink great craft beer in Harlem. Some of the best beer from New York State, from New Jersey, Connecticut, from all over. We have 16 beers on tap. We have to promote our own brand, Harlem Hops, Pier 57 Imperial Lager. My beer brand, Copper Sun Brewing, has been doing very well here as well. We have one of the best vibes here. You could be from Germany, uptown, downtown, doesn't matter. Whether you like beer or not, you're gonna feel welcomed and have a great time.
I'd love to try number 11.
We rinse the glass so the beer pours very nicely when it hits that side end. I'm gonna try to do this pour as perfectly as possible. This is the Pier 57. So it was thought that the oldest brewery in the world was based in Germany, up until they found the oldest functioning brewery ruins in Egypt. Africa is the birthplace of everything, most importantly beer. Beer was not invented, it was discovered. Remember that. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks, guys.
There's light orange peel notes in this one.
Ooh, yeah.
No, I read that. I didn't know that.
I was gonna say, I was like, wow, how did you?
I read that up there.
I was gonna say, how did you know that?
Of all the videos I have shot in a really long time, I cannot say I have felt this much hospitality from the owners. Wow. Do you think that's something that's unique to Harlem?
You think about the Harlem Renaissance, you think about Southern hospitality. You know, people have preconceived concepts of Harlem, but once they come to Harlem personally, they see that Harlem is a pretty friendly place.
Great food.
Great food, great drinks. Harlem got everything that you could ever want.
This is definitely a neighborhood that I think too many tourists sleep on for the wrong reasons. Now that you've gotten a local perspective on Harlem, in this video we show you 10 neighborhoods that a lot of tourists miss out on. Watch this next.